Some of you love winter, eagerly waiting for the snowfall, watching the snowflakes descend from the sky and witnessing that magical scene from your window. Others enjoy skiing on the ice, while some of you prefer mild and warm weather, fearing destructive snowstorms and freezing temperatures. So, how will the winter of 2024-2025 be? Cold or warm? Wet or dry? The winter trends in Europe are included in this video, but there are also important topics we will explore before diving into the winter 2024-2025 forecast, especially the anticipated snow over the next 15 days. Let's get started, but first, the intro. Axis 1. Atlantic low pressure plus cold fronts. The Mediterranean region experiences high temperatures and warm weather compared to the northern Atlantic Ocean. The high temperatures in the Mediterranean contribute to increased evaporation, making the air warm and humid. This creates the potential for atmospheric disturbances in the region, where European countries bordering the Mediterranean are often at risk of flooding due to thunderstorms and very heavy rainfall caused by the warmth of the Mediterranean waters. Starting from Friday, October 25th, a low-pressure area of Atlantic origin will move toward European lands through the Western Gateway, bringing with it relatively cold air masses. When the cold air meets the warm air over the Mediterranean, a cold front will form, represented by the blue colour on the map. This occurs due to the cold air lifting the warm air above it. As the warm, humid air rises higher than before through the troposphere, it cools and condenses, leading to the potential for severe thunderstorms accompanied by heavy rainfall. Therefore, we warn that during the period from Friday, October 25th to Tuesday, October 29th, countries bordering and near the Mediterranean will remain under the influence of the cold front, and possibly even warm fronts later. All of this calls for caution against the risk of flooding in southern France, Spain, northwest Italy and southern Switzerland, where rainfall accumulations during this period may exceed 100 millimeters in some areas. Axis 2. Icelandic low pressure with snow in the north. Starting from Friday, October 25th, but this time in the north, an Icelandic low pressure system will move eastward toward northern Europe. During the period from October 25th to 29th, it will draw cold air currents from the north toward the Scandinavian countries, causing a significant drop in temperatures to freezing levels, with snowfall expected in Norway, Sweden and northern Finland. It is also worth noting that the United Kingdom will be under the influence of a series of different fronts and Atlantic low-pressure systems during Saturday, Sunday and Monday, with moderate rainfall across most parts of the country. Axis 3. Snow accumulations for the next 15 days. Low-pressure systems, particularly from Iceland, will continue to pass through the north for the next 15 days, approximately until November 8, 2024. Additionally, a massive Greenland high-pressure system will form over Greenland northwest of Iceland. Since winds move from high-pressure areas to low-pressure areas, the Greenland high will direct significant cold polar air masses toward the low-pressure systems that we mentioned will pass over northern Scandinavia and northern Russia. This will cause temperatures to plummet drastically to freezing levels in Norway, Sweden, Finland and northern Russia. Temperatures will also drop in the mountainous regions of inland Europe, with significant chances of snowfall. Now, here is the map of snow accumulations for the next 15 days, where accumulations could reach 1,000 millimeters or 100 centimeters in Norway, Sweden, as well as the mountains of Austria, northern Italy, Switzerland and southeastern France. Snow accumulations could range between 60 and 100 millimeters or 6 to 10 centimeters in parts of Turkey, especially the mountains, and also in Georgia, southern Russia, Croatia, Slovenia, Hungary, Serbia, Bosnia and Herzegovina, Montenegro, Kosovo, Macedonia, Bulgaria, Romania, Slovakia and northern United Kingdom. For the rest of the European regions shown in blue and green, snow accumulations will be very weak, less than 25 millimeters, and some of the snow may melt immediately without accumulating. Axis 4, Winter, 2024-2025 trends in Europe. December, trends. Firstly, it's important to note that all the winter 2024-2025 forecasts for Europe, both in terms of precipitation and temperature trends, are based on the SEAS 5 model. This model is used by ECMWF to issue seasonal forecasts for precipitation and temperatures on a global scale. Now, let's begin analysing and explaining the colour-coded trend maps using the tercile system to clarify whether the precipitation and temperature trends fall into the upper or lower tercile. During December 2024, it is clear that there is a 40% to 60% probability that precipitation, by which we mean all types of precipitation, including rain, snow, etc., will be above the historical average, 1993 to 2016, in northwest Russia, northern Finland, and the far northern parts of Scandinavian countries, meaning the far north of Norway and Sweden, as well as some areas near the Black Sea such as Georgia and Romania. Meanwhile, the rest of the countries will experience near normal precipitation, meaning it will neither exceed nor fall below the historical average, except for some areas shown in yellow, such as Germany and parts of Russia, which are likely to experience 40% to 50% lower than average precipitation. As for temperature trends, it is evident that winter 2024-2025 in Europe will be characterised by above-average temperatures during the upcoming December, with a probability ranging from 60% to 100%. Temperatures will be above the historical average in Scandinavian countries, Finland, northern Russia, as well as northern United Kingdom and Iceland. Even in other countries, temperatures will be higher than the average, but to a lesser extent. January trends. Spain, Portugal, England and central Germany are likely to experience below normal precipitation, with a probability ranging from 40% to 50%. Ukraine, Russia, northern Finland, northern Norway, northern Sweden and Poland are all likely, with a probability between 40% and 60%, to experience above average precipitation. Precipitation will be around the historical average in the remaining countries. While precipitation varies between above, around and below average, temperatures are expected to consistently be above average. During January 2025, temperatures are likely to exceed the historical average in most European countries. Spain, Portugal, the United Kingdom, Scandinavian countries, Iceland, Finland and northern Russia are all expected to have much higher than average temperatures, with a high probability ranging from 60% to 100%. Other countries will also experience above average temperatures, but to a lesser extent. February trends. Let's start with the precipitation trend map, where it appears that February will be wetter compared to the historical average, especially in Eastern Europe. There is a 60% probability that precipitation will exceed the average in Russia, Ukraine, Finland, Estonia, Latvia, Lithuania, Romania, Serbia, Croatia, Hungary, Belarus, and parts of the United Kingdom, such as Northern Ireland and Southern England. The probability of temperatures exceeding the historical average increases significantly in February, with a likelihood ranging from 50% to 100% across all European countries.